Hi, everyone.
Hi. We're testing out a new microphone tonight, and we're just trying to make sure that we are online. And there's 8 people watching. Hey, please go in the chat and
Identify
say who
yourself.
you are. Okay, I've got to turn down this. There we go. Start talking, Heather, so I can.
Hi. Tonight it's party time because it's New Music Monday, and I got my bag of chips out. And if you know anything about me, that I shouldn't be doing that. And then I have this is just iced tea. So get out your favorite food and your favorite drink and join us for New Music Monday, because we are going to release a new song tonight. It's called Tears in a Bottle, and we're going to talk about that a little bit. I think you want to first check out like how this whole mic thing is working out, right?
Yeah, I'm having some. We made a lot of changes.
I know, Tony. I don't like sitting on this side. Okay, he thinks it's like some big deal, like for me to be over here. I'm like, I don't really like it.
Hi,
So
Steve,
Tony, you're right.
and hi, Mike, and hi, Gary, and Jim, and Becky, and Tony.
See, I think I look better on the other side. I think you look younger on the other side.
How do I get my chat window to come back up here?
I haven't been allowed to like, play around with the like Starship Enterprise thing here. So, no, I think you just have to do this over here.
Okay, well, that didn't.
So Becky's on, Tony's here. This is awesome. Okay. So can you hear us all okay?
Yeah, type in and say if we sound okay, if this is all right, because we switched microphones.
Tony, you know what we're going to want to hear from you, right? Okay. So we got things to talk about, don't we?
Yes, we do. Tom can't figure it out because he's on the wrong side.
This is true. Well, you see, people get so used to like things being a certain way, Tom, and then you try to just switch it up and.
No, but this is correct now.
It is. How is it possibly correct? Because I don't see myself on the right side. I see myself on the left side now. But I'm on the right, people.
Because
just so you're aware.
Grab those chips there. Now, when you have the chips here, now people can see that, and it actually says wavy. It doesn't say.
Oh, I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. The other. This is mirroring, kind of, right?
Exactly.
I know. I got it. I got it.
I wish I could figure that one out up here.
So what's everybody eating and drinking? You guys can tell us. It's okay.
Yeah, if you're eating it.
Because
Thank you, Steve, for telling us that it sounds good.
This is a celebration tonight. So I want to be able to raise a glass and like celebrate. You had something to celebrate this week, didn't you? What happened to you this week?
I got sick.
No, you had a birthday.
Oh, that
Look, we
too.
got a balloon behind us too. 2 of them, for goodness sakes. Look at that.
I got a couple of balloons. Back, you guys can see it. It even says "Happy Birthday" on it. So, yeah, I had a birthday.
Yeah.
And we.
How'd that make you feel?
Beside ancient.
You're still young at heart.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Well, we had a fun time on Saturday.
What did we do on Saturday?
On Saturday, I know this is like terrible. Like, I'm trying to do too many things.
We had a concert, and it was actually a really special night because it was really supposed to be just 3 of us, right? Tony, you, and I. And what happened throughout the day was incredible.
Yeah. Well, first off, it was incredible just because I was able to sing a little bit.
That's true. It was a miracle, completely.
Not that I could do any of that now. And I'd been sick the whole week up until that point. We got together Saturday morning. We did a rehearsal.
Yeah.
we got finished with rehearsal and we were figuring out the set list. Because it's just going to be the three of us. We're going to do a really small thing. We're going to do a lot of quieter numbers that nobody ever hears us do live. And then we get a call from Gary saying, "Oh, I'm on my way back.
From Indiana.
What time's the show? I'll be there."
That was awesome.
And I was like, well, if Gary can make it, then we got to get Jim involved in this. And still, even with Jim, it was like, how about bringing a cajon? Let's just do some percussion or something small. And
we got to the venue, and
it was like, we thought it was supposed to be like a polka band or something like that. And it was like, a band that every other song was a Stones cover, and with a drummer and everything. So we're like, they got a drummer. This crowd is really noisy. And so I said, Jim, go home and get a kit. And so he ran home, and he grabbed a drum kit, and we got on and we played as a full band, and we hadn't even practiced together in months and months and months.
Yeah, it was
Didn't do
really
any
fantastic.
practicing for the show.
It was fantastic. So, a big thank you to everybody who came out, and to Gary and for Jimmy for just picking up and making it happen.
Yeah.
But also there were some people who helped out too. We want to give some shout outs.
Hey,
to
the
these
biggest
two.
shout out is to Tony Skrook. Woo!
Thanks, Tony.
He was the guitar butler for the day.
He was, yeah.
I was going to be valet, but he says he has to be a butler.
And that he knew the difference between a mandocello and a dobro. I mean, these are critical things.
Yeah, I didn't have a mandocello though.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
I thought you did.
No, I didn't bring the mandocello.
Okay.
Mandola.
Oh, it was mandola
Yeah.
versus the mandolin then.
Yeah.
That was, yeah. So we had Tony Skarut helped out. Nate, what's his name?
Compton.
Alan Perez, John Aldrich as well.
Yep.
He helped out as well. So, because we had to do a really quick turnaround.
It didn't turn out to be all that quick of a turnaround. The guys that were playing were supposed to be off at 6:30.
They snuck in a few songs.
Yeah, they didn't finish till close to 7, and then they were in no real giant hurry to get off the stage. They're kind of like,
a little slow moving, but that was fine. And
yeah,
then,
but they stuck around and listened to us, so that was good.
It did. Yeah, it was really a spectacular night, and it went from 3 to 5 of us, and then just a lot of helpful hands. So we really appreciate everybody, coming out and helping in, pitching in.
Yeah, that whole beer garden thing over at Pollyanna turned out really nice.
Yeah, and it was a gorgeous night. I mean, we have had just sucky weather here, and it was just great. And the music was good, beer, friends, so it was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So we do have another show coming up, but it's going to be a smaller one. But it's still going to be at Pollyanna. It's going to be during their Summerfest. So mark your calendars for June 10. And
it's a smaller show than what we just did.
Well, meaning we're probably only going to be on there for an hour and a half or so, not 2 hours like we were.
Oh,
but that's what I mean.
Okay.
But we'll be on the big stage outside, so it'll be fun.
On the big stage.
On the big stage. But it's Roselle's Summerfest, which is different than the Milwaukee Summerfest, which we have been to, and it's been fantastic. But it's been also very fun to be at Roselle. So June 10th, and we're going to have some open mic. So for those of you who are open mic fans, and you play to single songs, 3 songs, whatever, you get to have your chance on the stage. So come on June 10th, and I think it starts at 7 o'clock. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, that'll be a lot of fun. And if you're in the area, Heather hosts a open mic on Thursdays, every other Thursday, the second and fourth Thursdays, over at Pollyanna in Roselle.
Love it.
And we'll be there again this Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
We typically don't play. I just run sound. Heather hosts, and
every once in a while we do. But
yeah,
it's fun to have other people sing, and
we just
share
do it to
local
encourage
talent.
people, and it's a lot of fun. Met a lot of wonderful people.
Yep. So speaking of music, what we got?
Is anybody else online that?
Jim Levis. Woohoo! You're
Yeah, well,
welcome.
when are you guys coming to Nashville? You know, that is a real good question. I think we're going to be going to Nashville an awful lot.
My daughter is moving to Nashville, Becky, so there's going to be a huge draw to get down there. So, yeah, I think we'll make our way there definitely within 6 months, I would say.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we hope to be in Nashville because Steve's in Nashville as well. And
Steve moved to Nashville? Steve posted?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. From Wisconsin to Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be great. Hey, if you're online and you haven't signed in over on the side with the live chat, just say that you're there so we can give you a call out.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you for everybody that's subscribed to our channel. I know we only got 162 subscribers to our
We need
YouTube channel.
1,000.
Yeah,
So tell your friends,
We really got to get up to 1,000.
people you just met on the street. Just
We're going to send out a mailer tonight as well, and hopefully people will react to that, and maybe some more people will sign up and things like that, and it'll all be good.
Mm-hmm.
But tonight, we are here for a different thing.
Jim, we need a drum roll.
I think that's really loud.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
You can always count on me to be like the klutz, right? So.
No. We're just testing out this new microphone, so who knows? Is Hank here? Hank was like, you know who Hank is?
I do?
Hank was the guy that was at the show since noon.
Oh my gosh, yes.
We got there.
Yeah, but he was really nice.
Oh, he was really nice.
His daughter Mackenzie and his wife Jenny. I met his wife Jenny.
Yeah, I think they were all like, we've got to get him home.
To take care of the dog. I think that was the biggest excuse.
But he'd been there since noon. He said he'd listened to us for hours.
But he also said that we were a punk rock band.
I don't remember him saying that.
He did. He said we were punk rock, but I think he might have meant folk rock. That's what I think he meant.
A lot of people confuse folk rock with punk rock.
Yeah, they do.
I
think it's the hairstyle, your hairstyle. And Jim, just so you know, my hair is longer than Tom's. Just so you're aware. Now you have to sit up straight. See, I'm sitting up. See, it's short.
But mine's curlier. Well, it doesn't make any difference.
No, mine is still longer. So it'll always be longer than yours.
It will be, especially if I cut mine off. So
we should ask, what's the vote? You know, Tom keep his long hair or cut it. So there's 9 people on. So Tom cut his hair, Tom keep his long hair. Now, on your mark, get set, vote.
As if I ever listened to anybody.
I know, but it would be kind of fun.
So let's go through the I've been called a hair farmer.
You've been called Jesus. I think that was like so cool.
At work I got called like the IT Jesus.
IT Jesus.
Because there was a band in and one of their IT guys was doing that. Oh, measuring tape, please.
Sarah.
Hey, Sarah. Thanks for joining us.
Yes. So, yeah. What else you got called? Probably a bum or something.
Well, dirty hippie.
Dirty hippie. Mm-hmm.
Hey, the 80s called. They want their hair back.
That's great. Yes. Sarah wants you to do a man bun.
A top knot.
Flat. She could do it too. She knows how to do all that kind of stuff.
I could just pull it straight up and just have it come like
a fountain,
a fountain head kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be great.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as there is never a man bun.
Oh my gosh, Sarah's recommending a man bun, and Gary's like, no man bun.
I don't know.
There's like serious reactions to like man buns. You know, like it's
well, it's either
like
love it or hate it kind of thing.
Right. Either people think it's super cool or it's some kind of
I think that's
antithesis of a man.
Well, that's the kind of way it is with hair right now, anyway. Because long hair on guys isn't exactly in.
Mm-hmm. I think it is in.
No, it's kind of sets you apart.
Jason Momoa, whatever his name is, Aquaman.
Yeah.
You look kind of like Aquaman.
Yeah, I have just exactly the same physique and everything. Just the same physique.
Yes, that's true.
Oh.
All right, so moving along. No one's voting. No one's just. So I think this is hysterical. All right, so we've got some New Music Monday, and so get out your your favorite drink. We're gonna celebrate tonight. Talk about the song. What possessed you to write this song?
Well, you wrote most of all the lyrics.
I did,
except for the refrain.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I still have a hard time remembering it.
The refrain is really tricky.
Yes, it is.
You got what you want. Do you want it now?
I know. I always want to say "get it now," but it's not. It doesn't. I don't know.
You got what you want. Do you want it now? I think everybody has a friend or somebody that they know in their life that that pushed for something and pushed and pushed and broke relationships to get what they wanted, and then when it's all over, you say, "All right, you got what you want. Did you really want this? Is this what you really wanted?"
Right. It's like the worst thing in the world is to get what you wanted.
Yeah. It reminds me of one of my Prague era bands that I used to love was Saga from Canada.
Yeah.
And they had a song on they have this kind of a rock opera album called Generation 13. Probably sold 5 copies, and I think I bought all 5 of them. It was way out in left field for them, but I loved it. But the first opening song was called Chances Are.
Yeah.
And the words were, have you ever made a wish and held your breath for days? And when you get that wish, you just can't wish it away. Chances are it might come true. And this song's kind of along that kind of line, do you really want what you got now?
Yeah. And maybe all the things that happened to that person and, during that time that the person was getting what they wanted, right? And now it's like, maybe the wreckage or I'm not saying we're not going to tell you what the song is about necessarily.
Well, not exact, but you get the general idea.
Yeah.
There's
people
always,
hurt in the process.
Yeah, there's always people behind most every song in some way or another. So we have some really interesting songs coming up in the future, but that's for another week.
Yeah. Hey, what's all that money behind you over there? I can't even do it.
Okay. So if you guys are looking by the banjo over here, there's money. That's our first $7 that we ever made as songwriters. We did like some songwriter showcase or something like that, and we just brought a handful of CDs before our first album ever came out. It was just a couple songs. And
when was that? Was it 2007?
I think it was A Few for You. It was called. And so we made $7. We must have went through 7 CDs or something like that. But that's the first money we ever made.
I remember asking Tom, like, what makes you a professional songwriter? And he said, you have to sell. You have to sell. You have to make money. And so I thought, okay, well, we're going to keep the first, bunch of money that we get to say that right there. That means that we are professional songwriters. So that was, I don't know what year was that. Was that 2007, 8? Maybe not. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, probably.
I have to go look on that.
7, probably 8 or 9. I suppose that had probably been the first time we decided that we were actually going to start doing something. Because before that, we were just writing for publishers, thinking that we were going to have this gigantic publishing deal, and we become famous. But that didn't work.
I was going to say that my son would be looking at that money over there going, oh, because of inflation, it's kind of worth, what, like $3? What did Jimmy said? If you'd invested, it would be worth $10.50. Yeah, so this is a...
No, Becky says to keep the hair, so,
Good. See? That was 1 out of 8, right? So, okay, that's 1/8.
I find that the guys that like my hair the least
are the ones that don't have any.
Have the least. So, I'm lucky I still have a job because I was somewhere and somebody from work who's well above me was making some wisecracks about my hair. And I said, well, you know what? I've been growing it out for you. Kind of a locks of love. And
no, that's terrible. I'm surprised you still have a job.
I snapped.
You did. I know. It was like you had a mental break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't want to keep everybody too long tonight because we want to get to this video. Is there anything else we want to say about this? it, this was all recorded here in the studio with green screen and all the guys over a long period of time.
Yeah,
because I think
December.
Jim finished his drum parts in December, and and he was done in. We just got finished, recording however many takes it was. Oh, it was a lot of takes, and he was done in. But I'm like, hey, wait a minute, I have to have something before you leave, because he's going to be going away for a while, and so I got the green screen, the whole thing. It's like a 12-foot wide green screen thing, and we got that up behind the drums, and then he played it once, but that was before I ever even picked the parts that we were going to use in the song.
Right.
So some of the hits match up perfectly. Some of them are close enough.
Use your imagination.
Yeah.
This is a good one.
Well, it's hard to compete against Eyes Shut. The video for Eyes Shut was
I've gotten a lot of compliments on that one.
That was so artistic and in depth and a billion hours. This one couldn't.
More of a story though too. Like
exactly, there was a lot of acting involved in that. This one is kind of us playing and just having a good time with it.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to this. This is going to be a really fun song when we finally get out and.
Oh yeah, it's hopping. It's like Wonderful World. It's got some of that to it.
Yeah, we have a few shows around the Chicago area still this year, and we do hope by October, November to do October probably for an in-town release show, even though the full album's coming out in July. So there'll be songs that we haven't released yet that'll be on the new album.
Right.
And they'll become available in July. And then we'll put out videos for those after that's been released to keep some momentum going.
Yep. And in May, are we going to have another New Music Monday?
I sure hope so. It depends on how fast I can edit video and shoot video, because this was tough.
But this one's going to be special because this is Tom's baby. So on the upcoming album, I have one song which is pretty much just me and background vocals from the guys. And that's Much Ado. And so Tom has one that's really just him, and it's spectacular. So we'll have that one. So that's a special one to watch for, and that'll be coming out in May. And we won't tell you any more about it, but it's really fantastic.
Yeah. Tonight we're talking about this. About Tears in a
Bottle.
And
without further ado,
hold on. So there's if you get the single, that's what the cover art is for the single. And obviously right now it's already available at all those places. So you can, if you don't want to listen to me anymore, you can turn this off and go listen to it somewhere else.
Who would want to listen to you, Tom? Come on.
I don't know. But we're about ready to play the video. If something goes wrong with this, just let us know in the comments, because obviously, this is always an experiment, right?
It is.
Because we're streaming it through the computer up onto YouTube, but it already lives on YouTube, but we're not streaming it from that. But it's going live on YouTube in 5 minutes as soon as this gets finished playing. So you guys ready for this?
Yes, I
hope
am.
So. Thanks for coming along on this trip with us. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Let's watch the video. Here we go.
Waking up won't make you come home. Not sure what really will mend your heart of stone. Oh,
fire is burning, more flame than the coal.
tale, just like a story where the hero had it all, but too blind to see. Oh,
Fire is burning, more flame than the coal.
water is bitter, more bitter than my soul. I'm keeping tears in a bottle.
You got what you want, do you want it now? You got what you want, do you want it now? You got what you want, do you want it now? Tell me. You got what you want, do you want it now?
Shadows are falling, and this is my calling. Shadows are falling, and this is my calling for you. Pay no attention, there's still time.
There's still time.
There's still fire is burning, more flame than the coals.
Water is bitter, more bitter than my soul.
I'm keeping tears in a bottle.
You got what you want, do you want it now? You got what you want, do you want it now? You got what you want, do you want it now? You got what you want, do you want it
It's always a fun song. It's always a fun song.
Well,
Well, it was. I think it's pretty spectacular. It's just me. We had such a great time putting that together. It
yeah,
was just a great song.
yeah. And Tony and Gary sang an awful lot on that song.
They did. They're kind of like you know, the
Thanks,
the
Becky.
background singers.
Thanks, Sarah.
Yeah.
Thank you, Steve.
Clap.
Thank you, Tony.
Bravo. Okay, so cheers.
Cheers.
New Music Monday. Thanks everybody for joining us. And again, we've got June 10th coming up. And also we'll be here next Monday for another kind of connection into the studio. And then we have another song coming out in May. So one that's kind of a fun one with just Tom singing on that one. So, and also come visit us on the 2nd and 4th Thursdays of every month at Pollyanna Brewing Company for open mic. We'd love to
just
have you come out.
have a beer and hang
Come
out
out
with me.
here and hang out with Tom, me, you know,
Yeah.
just some Shadowfields crazy
Also,
people.
help us out. You know, you guys have as many friends as we do. So, you know, let your friends know about this. Have them, you know, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow us on Facebook. Get on our mailing list, and be part of this thing. You know, it's a grassroots kind of effort.
Yeah. So thanks so much for joining us. Have a great rest of your week. And we're just so happy that you're coming along with us on this ride. So have a
Yeah.
great week, everybody.
Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.